Attention all primitive screwheads. Watch this review, then subscribe to the Media Raptor. Hey guys, it's me again, the Media Raptor. Guess what? I came back on time. And, well, if you guys haven't read the title or you didn't get the opening joke, I'm going to take a look at a I really should look this up before I started this. 1992 movie. Horror comedy. From one of the greatest directors that has ever lived. That movie is Army of Darkness. Yes, you guys, Army of Darkness. Now, I would like to say, don't criticize me on this. I haven't seen the first two Evil Dead movies. It's mainly because I've been trying to find them for a relatively low price, and I haven't had any success yet. But I found this thing, and it's actually a slipcover on it, but most of the films I'm reviewing have slipcovers. I just took them off so you can know what they were. I found this thing at a comic convention where I actually found a ton of movies I'm going to end up reviewing for $5. So I was all for it. Now, I'd like just to say, it stars who is very easily one of my all-time favorite actors, and I know I've said, oh, it's one of my all-time favorite directors, one of my all-time favorite franchises. Out of all of that, Bruce Campbell might be my all-time favorite actor. If it's not him, it's him or Chuck Norris, okay? But he is amazing. Now, I'm going to just say the writing. Well, if you guys are coming into Army of Darkness looking for a good quality movie, you're gonna half get that. You know, this thing is not a great quality movie, but it will still make you laugh. I mean, the story here is really good, like, you know, by B horror movie standards, it's actually pretty strong. So, you know what, I'm not gonna say that I really didn't find any problems with it. The comedy was spot on. Like in the other Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2 at least, I know the first one was trying to be a straight up horror, but everyone laughed at it. You know, just, the story is really good. The Deadites do make a return. And, yeah. So the acting. I know I just mentioned Bruce Campbell as probably my favorite actor. I didn't say why. But him and every other cast member in this movie, they ham it up. They ham it up so much that you will roll around on the ground laughing at this movie. Everything that he says is so angered and so straight-faced most of the time. And yet sometimes he is laughing and stuff, but he is hilarious. And everybody else turns in a fantastic showing. You know, we don't really have a lot of depth to these characters, but you just care about Ash because he is so awesome, guys. He is like the funniest guy out of this entire movie. It is like, I just can't believe how hammy, because you know what, guys, when you have a cast who are hamming it up, usually there's one or two actors who either ham it up too much or they don't ham it up enough, and then they will kind of bring down the film. With Army of Darkness, if anybody was hamming it too little, Bruce Campbell pulled everybody back up. Without even trying. He is hilarious. And I'm not gonna really spoil much of the story because you guys need to see this. Special effects. Well, this film was a 1992 film, like I said, after it took me a while to find. So they were using a lot of stop motion. That stop motion looks very, very good. But those of you who think stuff like the original Sinbad movie, or the original Wrath of the Titans, or, let me think, Wallace and Gromit, do you think any of those had very good stop motion? You know, this is in the same level as them. Really good stop motion. You can tell it is stop motion though, but that's part of the cheesiness of it. The blood, all the effects, the sets, all of it looks really cheesy. Well, no, the sets look great actually. But you know what? The blood and the monsters and all that, it all looks cheesy and goofy, and it will make you laugh. It genuinely had me laughing out loud. Music, really good. Camera work, nothing too special. Lighting was good. So when it really just comes down to it, can I recommend Army of Darkness? You bet I can, you guys. This is, without the shadow of a doubt, the funniest horror comedy I have ever seen that was not riffed by Mystery Science Theater 3000 or Riff Tracks. That's just not fair. I mean, in terms of straight up horror comedies, this is the funniest one I've seen. Granted, I haven't seen very many. I still need to watch Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and all that. I'll get to them someday. But so far, this is the funniest one I have seen, and I'm really happy I own it. You know, given the chance, I would upgrade to Blu-ray if I can find a cheap copy of it. But for now, I loved this movie. And remember I told you guys after Sharknado, I said I was going to go and watch it? Yeah, I got a great kick out of it again. And if you buy it now, it's digitized and it has better sound. So it makes it all the more fun. So you guys, if you haven't seen this movie or any of the Evil Dead movies, at least go watch this one. I can't really tell you about the Evil Dead 1 or 2 because I haven't seen them yet. But you know what, guys? I will see them someday and I will give them reviews. Well, 2 down and only, let's see, 6 to go. Well, but until next time, this is the Media Raptor saying with his new catchphrase, keep cool, and I will see you guys around.
Yeah, I'm spending my money, I'm out of control.